I am Dr. Derek Molacek, adjunct faculty at Iowa Western Community College in low brass. Today we will be talking about the second fast etude for the 2018 Nebraska All-State Auditions on Trombone. This is from the Ballinger Etudes, track number 22 on the CD if you can find it. And this particular etude is different from the slow etude in A, that it is fast, and B, that it emphasizes the stronger staccato and legato tonguing that the other one does not. Items to keep in mind on this one specifically are the different articulation markings you see over the notes. Short staccato tonguing, like this, and then the longer tenuto tonguing, like this. One issue you might find with this is just trying not to slow down from the tempo, and the tempo is quarter note equals 120. Also, the tenuto markings may sound a little bit more like accents, and try not to use them as accents, and also try to make sure that they still sound separated rather than connected. I would recommend playing the first 3 bars over one note first in your practice, just to focus on the articulation before adding the articulations together. Something else to remember on this piece are the dynamics, and they are very dramatic. First, experiencing mezzo piano, mezzo forte, building to a forte, and then back down to piano again. Watch the crescendos. Also, watch the triplets. One tendency on this piece is the tendency to rush over the triplets and to compress the middle note of the triplets. Try to make sure that those are clear. As I demonstrate the triplets on bar number 9. Let's do that again. Also, remember the difference between dotted eighths with the 16th at the end of it, and the triplets. There is a tendency for younger players to want to play that line as it's a triplet. Subdivide. Da 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 da. Remember, a dotted eighth is 3/16. Da 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 da. This is also an area for those of you who are playing on trombones with triggers, like mine, to use an alternate position. Namely, on bar 11, this would be the B flat. Normally, you would play a low B flat in first position, and that would have a very rough run when you're coming out of 6th position, like this. So you almost don't have enough time to get back to first position. With the trigger, if you are fortunate enough to have a trigger, you can play that same note in trigger 3. Listen to that again, a little bit clearer. B flat is played on trigger 3, as you would play a low B natural in trigger 2 and a low C in trigger 1. I will now demonstrate this etude to you in full. Oh, before I do, one other thing. Emphasize the ritardando in the final 2 bars. This will create a much more dramatic ending and a much more dramatic performance of this etude. This concludes the lesson on the second of the 2 trombone etudes. I wish you the best of luck on your audition, and have a wonderful day.